I'm totally driven by translating research findings into something that helps humanity. Sling is in constant exchange with other excellent research institutes in the world and also with lots of different industry collaborators who might be an end user for whatever method we develop. I started to be interested in the PFAS because they are described as endocrine disruptors. And endocrine disruptors mess up our hormones, which is of particular importance during fertility and puberty. And from a population health perspective, especially in Singapore, where also the fertility has declined rapidly, we're interested on a population health level in understanding what is this infertility and coming up with better methods to measure the hormone profiles in the population, and then understanding how the PFAS influence the hormone levels and how they act as endocrine disruptors. We need really high quality methods that accurately and precisely measure the PFAS in human body fluids, and we focus on plasma and serum.
It's not just about identifying what PFAS, if PFAS are present in an individual or population, but also trying to understand whether this exposure has a health effect. By monitoring metabolomics, lipidomics, we can try to correlate exposure with metabolic changes and with health outcomes.
We see more and more interest from partners, from commercial labs, and from clinicians, of course, to start measuring these PFAS in their populations, in their cohorts. We already work with an outside partner, a leading diagnostic service provider in Southeast Asia, and they have an interest in working with us to use the PFAS as a stepping stone to translate research findings into medical tests. And here at Sling, we work quite hard on establishing good methods to measure these PFAS, both targeted and untargeted, to be able to longitudinally provide measurements and data on how all of us deal with these PFAS in our body and what kind of concentrations we have. It's very encouraging to know that Agilent, as our partner, is dedicated to advancing PFAS research. And when we talk with potential customers of our assays and they know that we measure these on Agilent instrumentation and that we have great access to the manufacturers, but also the spare parts and the technicians and all of this here in the Singapore ecosystem, that just adds to the trust in us and in our solution based on Agilent instrumentation.